All right, let's talk about it. That stubborn belly fat. You know the stuff. It's so easy to gain, but it feels almost impossible to lose. It's like no matter what you try, it just hangs on for dear life. Super frustrating. But what if I told you the answer isn't some brutal, high-intensity workout? What if the real key to losing that fat and keeping it off for good is something way simpler, something most of us just completely overlook? Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack right now. So first up, let's get into the belly fat dilemma. Why is this one area so incredibly stubborn? Honestly, it kind of comes down to how our bodies are built. Okay, so here's the first thing we have to get straight. You can't spot reduce fat. You just can't do a million crunches and expect the fat on your stomach to melt away. It doesn't work like that. Our genetics actually decide where the fat comes off last. And for a lot of us, yep, it's our midsection. But that doesn't mean it's a lost cause. The only way to lose fat from anywhere on your body is to be in a calorie deficit. You have to be burning more calories than you eat. If you can do that consistently, your body has no choice but to start tapping into those stubborn fat stores for energy. Now, as soon as people hear burn more calories, their minds immediately jump to one thing: high-intensity workouts. Running, spin classes, HIIT, all that stuff. It burns calories like crazy, so it must be the best way to go, right? Well, maybe not. This is where the story gets really interesting. And look, on paper, the argument for high intensity is pretty convincing. Let's just run the numbers. Say a 170-pound person runs at a pretty moderate pace 3 times a week. Over a full year, they could burn enough extra calories to lose about 16 pounds of fat. I mean, that sounds incredible, right? But here's the catch, a huge one. That 16-pound number only happens if you actually stick with it for the whole year. And the data shows, well, that's a massive if. Studies show that almost 20% of people who are assigned these kinds of intense cardio programs just drop out. And the reason is simple. For most of us, it's just not sustainable. And this is just so real. I mean, think about it. For a lot of folks who try to rely on running and HIIT, yeah, it works for a bit, but it's grueling. It takes so much willpower, you're sore all the time, it drains your energy, and pretty soon you start to dread it. And if you dread doing something, you're not going to do it for very long. The results just don't stick around. So, if these crazy intense workouts aren't the answer for most of us in the long run, then what is? Well, this brings us to the unexpected solution. It's effective, it's sustainable, and I'm guessing it's not what you're thinking. The answer is walking. Yep, just walking. And I know what you might be thinking, because I used to think the same thing. Walking? That barely burns any calories. There's no way I can walk my way to a flat stomach. But it turns out, the science tells a completely different story. This really breaks it down perfectly. A massive 2021 meta-analysis looked at 54 different studies, and here's what they found. While intense cardio burns calories faster in the moment, it gives you no superior fat loss advantage over time compared to less intense stuff like walking. Your body doesn't really care how you burn the calories. What it really cares about is consistency, day in and day out. So, let's put them head to head. You see running on the left with that potential for 16 pounds of fat loss in a year. Pretty impressive. But then look at walking. Just 3 extra hours a week, which is totally manageable, could lead to 9 pounds of fat loss. Now, just ask yourself honestly, which of those 2 things are you more likely to still be doing a year from now? The brutal routine you hate, or a pleasant habit you might actually enjoy? The choice becomes pretty darn clear. Okay, so hopefully you're starting to see the amazing power of just walking. So now let's get practical. How do you actually start using this in your own life to see real results? It's a super simple 3-step process. First, just figure out your baseline. Use the health app on your phone for about a week and see what your daily average is. Then, and this is key, don't try to jump to 10,000 steps overnight. Just add 2,000. That's it. It's only about 20 minutes of extra walking. Once that feels easy, like it's just part of your routine, then you can bump it up by another 2,000. It's all about small, sustainable wins. And the best part is, you don't have to schedule these huge blocks of time. You just weave it into your day. Park a little farther away, take the stairs. A 10-minute walk after each meal is a fantastic one. Even just getting up from your desk for 5 minutes every hour adds up like crazy. Put on a podcast or some music, and you won't even feel like you're exercising. So what's the ultimate goal here? Well, the research points to a kind of sweet spot. If you can consistently get somewhere between 8,000 and 15,000 steps a day, that's where you'll see the biggest bang for your buck in terms of fat loss and all the other amazing health benefits that come with it. Okay, before we wrap this up, we have to talk about the most important piece of this whole puzzle: Because walking, or any exercise for that matter, is really only one half of the equation. This slide puts everything into perspective, and it is a powerful one. A full hour of walking burns about 200 calories. You know what else is about 200 calories? 3 slices of toast, something you could eat in less than 2 minutes. This right here is the golden rule. You simply cannot out-exercise a bad diet. Your diet is what actually creates that calorie deficit. Walking is the incredible tool that helps you speed up the process and make it sustainable for the long haul. So let's end with this one simple question. The beauty of this whole approach is how easy it is to start. You don't need to change your entire life tomorrow. Just think about it. What's one small, maybe 10-minute walk you can easily add to your routine, starting today?
Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel, which give us motivation to make better content for you. See you in the next video.